All right, what's up, twin? First and foremost, let me know how you guys think about the audio. It definitely sounds different. I just ordered a mic off TikTok Shop and it came in a couple of days ago. And this is the mic. I definitely sounds a lot different than my phone audio. So yeah. Anyways, um, I'm trying something different here. I just got done going on a walk, and today, this video. Typically, a lot of my videos are anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour long. This video is not intended to be longer than 15 minutes. So we'll see. Um, the only precursors, obviously, life stuff. If you have something you want me to talk about, if you're going through something, or if you just have a general question that you'd like somebody to speak on, comment, and I have you guys. I got you guys. I want to talk to a stranger. Comment if you want to see me talk to a stranger who has a really nice house. Um, that's all. Love you guys. Um, the main how this video came about is I acted on an impulse. I acted on an impulsive thought that I had. Yeah. And it's kind of funny because I'm sitting here telling you guys how to that random thought that you get, that the random thought that you get, that random urge that you get, don't act on it. Because when it comes to progressing yourself, whether mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, whatever it is, um, just being a better person, that's one of the things that you can't do is you just can't give that random thought or that specific thought an action because that kind of just takes that progress that you've done backwards. And I lost some percentage. I've been doing 1% a day. I lost some percentage. We'll just say like three. I can't really throw out a number because I don't know, but you get the point. I acted on an impulse, and I'm at a standstill right now. That's how this video came about. Um, my day's been pretty good. I woke up. I slept in, but I woke up. Hello, slept in. And then I mowed. Anyways, I got done mowing, and then I had got on my phone and I seen something. I didn't think anything of it because I was like, at the moment in time, I was like, you know what? I've been fine. I've been chilling. I've been good. What? Why not? Why not? It'll 2 seconds. Why not? Right? Um, but it was the impulse. The impulse was like, you've been fine. Why not? Right? It won't hurt. It's just 2 seconds. That was the impulsive thought. And then the body was like, you know what? We have been chilling. We've been fine. Why not? I acted on that impulse, right? And immediately I felt weird inside. And within the snap of a finger, my heart like sank. Not like in a bad way, but I just felt different. My heart, I just felt weird inside. I really did. Um, but it was because I gave that thought that random impulsiveness in action, right? But just stick with me here, right? And this is why I would. Sorry, just stick with me. I acted on that impulse. Um, and then additionally, something I've brought it to your guys' attention before when I play outside with my dogs. Water. He knows. You can't see him, but he opened his eyes. He knows how to spell. We play with that. I spray it around. He chases it. My dogs really like it, right? And we've been doing it in the backyard a lot because I don't like doing it in the front. Anyways, um, Midas was whining in the living room because he wanted to go outside. And additionally, chill out. We just got done going on a walk. So basically, what had happened? Holy fuck! Breathe, nigga. Where's my dog? I thought I grabbed my coffee. Okay, sorry. I acted on the impulse. Okay, and then probably like a minute or two later, Midas started whining because he wanted to go in the back, right? So we could do the thing, right? And then instantaneously, I got loud. I snapped at him. I don't ever do that. I snapped at him. And I was like, hey, cut that out. Like I just got loud, right? Um, and then immediately after, I was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? Where did that come from? There was what? There's no need for that at all. Because additionally, I don't get loud with my dogs. They're very smart, so they listen very well. So typically, when he starts running, I'm like, hey, I look at him like, hey, cut that out, and he'll stop, right? But this time, I acted on the impulse, and then something happened, and I just got really loud. I got snappy, and it was weird. Because that's not that's not me, but that's why I tell you guys don't give the impulse an action because something as simple as that can happen, right? But fast forward, um, I threw them in the backyard. I was going to go back out there, and then I was in the kitchen because I made a smoothie because I haven't eaten. It's currently 2. I probably just ate like 30 minutes ago. I just had a strawberry banana shake, that air smoothie that I made. Anyways, I made that, and then I just sat on my counter thinking out loud or just talking to God. I was like, that was just crazy, right? And then it was just weird. It was just weird. I'm sitting in the kitchen, like on the counter, and I have this weird feeling inside, and I'm like, whoa, like what is this? What is this feeling? I'm not anxious. I'm not bothered. I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. I'm not. I don't know. Like I didn't see anything that made me irritated. I didn't. I actually didn't. I didn't see anything that made me irritated or made me mad or made me bothered or feel some type of way. I genuinely did not. But I just acted on an impulse. And then the snowball effect that I tell you guys about, I acted on an impulse, and then the snowball effect is I just got loud with my dog. I just yelled at him for no reason when I never yell at my dogs. I haven't yelled at him. I couldn't even tell you the last time. I don't know. But I just noticed how fast my energy just shifted. I really did. Within minutes, I just noticed that, and I was like, "Dude, this is not me. This is not. No, this is not me. This is so weird." And then, I don't know. It was just weird. And then fast forward, I'm inside. I'm chilling on the couch, and something. It was social media related. So for like context, guys, some of you, I don't know if that makes it or whatever. It was social media related. Not anything bad, like I said, but just social media. Something that just altered my mood for a split second, right? Fast forward though, I go back inside and I'm chilling on my phone, and I have this weird like feeling of like I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be inside and like rot all day. But then I'm also sitting there. I'm like, why, nigga? It's too nice outside to do nothing all day, and I'm just sitting there like YouTube's on the TV, and I'm like playing Clash, and I go to Instagram, and then I scroll, and I go back to Clash. But I'm having this internal thought and urge to just do nothing, and I'm like, but why? For what? Like, what do you actually want to do nothing for? That's so boring. That's such some loser ass shit, bro. And then I just thought about it again, and I was like, nigga, you acted on that impulse, and that impulse is what's making you feel like this right now when there's no need to, right? And then additionally, I had told myself earlier, um, one of the things that I've noticed is that our brain will kind of just wander, and I had my brain was wandering while I was mowing, and it was like funny. But when I have those moments where my brain just thinks about things that are beyond my control or whatever it may be, I'll let it do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, hey, I'll just let my brain run its course. I don't expand on any thoughts. I don't sit there and consciously try to egg it on or speak out loud to try to understand. No, I just shut up and I let my mind think, and then at some point we stop thinking. Right? That's what I did this morning when I was mowing. But I was thinking, and I was like, no, your brain already wandered this morning, so why do you feel like this? And then it hit me. I was like, dude, it's that impulse that you did earlier. It's the action that you did, and that's why it altered your energy. It altered my mood. It altered my exterior, my body. What I want to do. And I was just like, that's just crazy. It's so crazy. It was literally like 10 seconds. I kid you guys not. I was on my phone for like 10 seconds, and then 10 seconds of phone made me get loud with my dog. Made me my whole day. Made me not want to do anything. Made me want to just be lazy all day. Made me want to stay inside all day. And I'm like, nigga, for what? For what? And then it's weird because today is July 11th. McGregor Holloway 2 and BSD versus Pimlet is on today. Saturday, July 11th. I think that's what today. It is July 11th. Yes. Um. So it's weird because it's like my body's having two different feelings right now. Right. There's this one feeling that acted on this impulse, and the mind's trying to linger onto it for no reason, right? Because it's like I realized I acted on the impulse, and then after I acted on the impulse, then my brain started wandering more than what like the difference between my brain wandering when I was mowing versus after the impulse is when I was mowing, it was like we're thinking about this and now we're not, right? My mind wandering after I acted on the impulse is we're thinking about this, now we're expanding on thinking about it for no reason, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, this is interesting, but it's kind of annoying because I'm also like, dog, we've been doing all this progress. We've been journaling. We've been, I've been doing me. I've actually started watching anime in the mornings to just let my mind just chill. I'm not on my phone for the first hour. I'm eating outside on my porch. I'm drinking my coffee outside. You know what I mean? I'm doing things that are just me, and I'm like, it's crazy to think that that 10 seconds makes you feel like all this progress you've done was actually for nothing. That's honestly what it felt like in the moment in time. It did, and it was 10 seconds. I swear to you guys, it was not long at all. And I was just thinking, I was like, twin, that's just so crazy how 35 days or however long I did today is day or today technically today is day 36, but I write that in the morning. Anyways, I was like, it's crazy how you know over a month of journaling and progress and seeing the growth, it can just be flipped just like that. I was like, that's so interesting, right? And then I had it dawn on me later, and I was like, hey, I went on a walk after too, right? Because I was like, hey, you know what? I feel this way. I'm not gonna sit here and sit inside because if I sit inside, it's not gonna do anything. My mind's gonna wander more, and I'm gonna actually want to do nothing. So I went outside. I went on a walk. I just got done walking, and then I came in and press record. And on that walk, that's when I had a thought of maybe if I have a random thought to make a 5 minute video, I'm just gonna make it. And that's what this is supposed to be. But we'll see. Anyways, um, but on my walk though, I was thinking about the impulse and the emotions that I felt or the sensations, the weirdness, I guess you could say. Um, and then I had another moment dawn on me. I was like, twin. I've gotten to a point. This is I'm gonna like keep expanding off of this, but I've gotten to a point where when I'm praying, I actually don't ask to make today a good day. I don't. Um, Realistically, duh, I would like every single day to be a good day, but it's one of those. It's kind of like I said in one of my previous videos. You have to have the weird days, and you have to have the bad days to make the good so much more good, or the highs insanely high. You know what I mean? So I've gotten to a point where when I'm praying, I'm like, God, make today literally whatever it needs to be. If I just absolutely whatever, like no control of the day, let the day just happen. Let today be super weird if it needs to be. And that's what I had a thought. And I was like, no, this is the weirdness that you were talking about. I haven't had a weird day in a while. I'm getting my weird day. And I was like, wow, I was just laughing at it. And then I was just like, the other thing is, twin, I was like, you can't let this impulse actually fuck with your whole day. Because I was sitting there, it was like, today's 2. It's currently 2. I think this was like around, I don't remember. But I was thinking out loud, or like this was when I was in my kitchen, when I was sitting on my counter. I was like, dude, you have the whole rest of the day. You have hours left in the day. There's no fucking way you're gonna feel like this all day, dog. That's too much energy. That's too much time. That's a whole day wasted, right? And then fast forward to my walk, and when I was thinking about things, I was like, you feel this way because you acted on this impulse, but you can't let this impulse take over because I was like, twin, one, what you're thinking about has nothing to do with what's relative to your life right now, as in just one of those, my town, my house, my job. You know what I mean? Those are the things that are in my control. If it doesn't involve my town, if it doesn't involve my job, it doesn't involve me making money, my dogs, my mom, I try not to think about it. Obviously, like my friends, it's a different case. But I don't know. Just try to think about things within my control, right? And that's what I thought of. And I was like, twin, you're sitting here letting this impulse of thought fuck with you when nigga, I leave to go to Cincinnati next week. Fun fact. Yeah, I leave to go from Cincinnati. I leave to go to Cincinnati on the 17th, and I'm there that weekend for my frat. Got to do super secret frat stuff. And then I just thought about that. The moment hit me, and I was like, dog, you're sitting here thinking about how you don't want to do anything all day when there's actually a lot of shit that's like life is just great. You're letting this 10-second impulsive action fuck up your whole day when you have life ahead of you, when you have things that are in your control, it's things that you're looking forward to. And I was like, nigga, you're gonna go across the United States to meet a bunch of random niggas who are in the same frat as you. Like that's so meet a bunch of random dudes who are in the same frat as you, a bunch of random old guys and do dumb frat guy stuff. I don't even know what we're gonna do. I mean, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna like it's I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but I got to do super secret frat stuff. But then I also got to meet like random motherfuckers and meet like old guys and do trainings and then just we have like meetings. There's a lot of structure to it, but you get the point. It's one of those like I'm thinking. I was like, wow, you're really letting this 10-second interaction mess up your day when you have other things you could worry about, like traveling to Ohio. I've never been to Ohio before, or never been to Cincinnati. I've driven through it before to go to Indiana, um, but well, I don't know if it was to Indiana. Indiana, Michigan. I have people up there. I drove through it once. Anyways, I was just thinking, I was like, you have other things to genuinely like to worry about. You know what I mean? You're gonna go across the states to with your president. I'm VP, by the way, with your president, and just fuck around for a weekend. Obviously, we gotta take it serious. I gotta put my fancy suit on, but then it's like I can take the suit off and I can be a dickhead. And then the weekend after that, I have to go to Houston to get my best friend, and I'm helping her move out. Shout out best friend. She's super smart. She's smarter than you guys. I got to brag on her for a second. But you get the point. And I was just sitting there and I was like, you literally can't let all this progress that you've done, all this journaling, all this 1% all these 1% moments that you've had to get better and heal or fix yourself and learn about yourself, whatever, you can't let that impulse actually get you because that genuinely will fuck it up. I just thought that was so funny. I did. I was like, wow, I've had like I made in the other, like I said in my other in my video, like I said in my video the other day, I had a moment where I just felt like I had 20 pounds lifted off my shoulders, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm that nigga, but I'm extra that nigga, and that's what I said in the video, and that's what I said on my TikTok. Anyways, and I just had a moment where today I was like, you just took like 3% backwards. You know, you just had a little 5% deduction. And that's okay. Everybody, I think another one of the things is about I think one of the things that's essential to progressing into change and to get better as a person is you do have to have little moments like that. I'm not saying all the time, and I'm not telling you to act on that impulse. No, but what I'm saying is I think you need to have moments where you fuck up a little bit and you have that 5% deduction or whatever, so you can think about what that 5% was. How did that 5% make you feel? Kind of like how I did. I realized, whoa, I had my 5% deduction. Whoa, this is how my body handled it. I got loud. This is how it made me feel. It made me feel like I didn't want to do anything all day. It made me feel like just rotting. I yelled at my dog. You know what I mean? And it's one of those. I'm not saying I needed to act on the impulse because I didn't, but I think you need little moments where you just slip up sometimes, right? And it may not be acting on the impulse, but it might be doing that dumb thing. How do I word it? How do I word it? How do I word it? I don't know. Maybe like a fuck up. Like a minute fuck up. I don't know. Like because I'm not telling you guys like I'm not trying to tell you guys to go text that person or go call them. No, I'm not saying that. No, right. What I'm saying is it's okay to have little moments where you trip yourself over. Because then you start paying attention to where you're walking and how you're walking. You know what I mean? I hope this is making sense, right? I tripped myself over, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" Well, let me like look at the ground, make sure my shoes is tied, whatever, whatever, whatever. I have no idea if that analogy just made sense, but I'm gonna keep it a book. I'm probably gonna end this video here because, like I said, this is supposed to be short. I might start honestly making shorter videos if I just have a thought in my head that's like, oh, I could talk about this for 5, 10 minutes. I might do that. A lot of these videos are 30 minutes to an hour long, but a lot of you guys have said, hey, try making them short, see how it goes. And I'm seeing how this goes. Um, but yeah, I had a little fuck up today. It's all right. Everyone has those. But I acted on an impulse, and it definitely it definitely affected me. Like I said, I got loud with my dog. My mood and my energy did not want to do anything. I wanted to rot all day, and I wanted to be lazy. Um, but I observed how that impulse affected me. I observed that I yelled at my dog. I observed that I felt weird inside. I observed that I didn't want to do anything. And then I said, hey, you have other things to truly worry about. You're going to go to Cincinnati to do frat stuff. You're going to go to Houston to see your best friend and help her move out. You're going to go you're going to drive to a mountain trail or whatever, a couple hours away to just go be one with nature and be in solitude and do something for yourself. You know what I mean? It's okay to have the fuck ups, but then at the same time, if you have your fuck up, I think you should sit there and just think about it and just just sit in it for a little bit. Let it marinate for a little bit. Not dwell in it, but sit in it, right? So then you reflect on it like I did. And now, reflecting on it, I'm going to do something today. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't want to rot in bed all day. I don't want to be lazy all day. I don't want to sit inside all day. It's too damn nice out. Uh, yeah. But, anyways, I'm going to try this short form thing out a little bit. If you're still here, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Anyways, that is all I got. Love you guys. Y'all be safe.